Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Virgo. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Virgos, please. All right, so we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through, and the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They're viewing you, Virgo, as the Four of Swords, and the connection, a soulmate connection, the Two of Cups. And we see the Page of Pentacles. So this may be somebody here who has strong earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but we also have fire and we have air. So I feel like this is somebody here who definitely is very sexy, attractive, very successful here with the King of Wands. And it does feel like, Virgo, they definitely have their eye on you. But I also feel like this person is elegant in their approach, or they keep things professional. You know, this is somebody who's not impulsive. And this Page of Pentacles tells me that, you know, they're a planner, they're organized, they look at all the details, they definitely look before they leap. I also feel like this person has a very unique personal style, so I do think they probably make a splash, you know, when they walk in the room or they turn heads. I feel they're quite charismatic, but I also think this is somebody who knows when to hold back, all right? And we see the Page of Cups, so there's water energy. So this person might be quite balanced or have a really pretty balanced birth chart. The Page of Cups tells me this person has a real sweet side, an innocent side. They can be dreamy. You know, you may not realize that someone like them actually existed, because I'm getting that they're quite even-keeled. They're intelligent. They take good care of themselves. They've really got it together. They're romantic. I mean, it just feels like balance is what defines them. And we see the Ace of Swords. So this is someone who is in alignment, and that's what it feels like, Virgo, and it feels like that's what you're attracting, because most likely you're in alignment as well. And with the Ace of Swords, this is somebody new. This is somebody who's honest, loyal, intelligent. You know, they communicate their feelings easily. Wow, Virgo, and you're showing up as the King of Wands, so you two match each other's energy, and that's why we've got a Two of Cups situation, that you two harmonize beautifully. You two, you know, complement each other beautifully. You both are sexy and attractive, and you know what you want, and you're successful. I love this energy. It feels like you two mirror each other, or like this is a perfect match coming towards you. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about them. All right, yeah, relax. You're going to feel at ease with this person who will likely be super approachable, because Virgo, this is somebody who's finally like at your level. And I think that's how they feel about you. I mean, you calm their nervous system. You feel like home to them. So I feel like you two approach the world in the same way, or you look at the world through the same lens. You're going to feel like you've known them forever. Okay, they could be an Aquarius or have strong Aquarius in their chart. With a highly developed intellect, this sign is the pioneer of ideas. They're engaging communicators. All right, we see Aries. Okay, so they're strong, they're resilient, they're a risk taker. They have a carefree, youthful personality. Beautiful. All right, and what else we need to know? We see strong water. Yeah, so we have air, we have fire, we have water. I mean, they probably have some earth in their chart as well. But this is somebody who's, you know, emotional. They're intuitive, they're loving. But I think the strongest aspect is their mind, the Queen of Swords, that they're loyal. They're intelligent. And I know, my Virgos, you can't do dummies, right? Or at least not for very long. You need somebody who's switched on. You need somebody who is logical also, but a critical thinker. Someone who can express themselves. And the Queen of Swords, again, is also somebody who's very well put together. And in true Virgo fashion, you know, Virgos, you pay attention to detail. You care about the way you look. And so I feel like this person does as well. I think you're going to be a very handsome or very beautiful couple. But I feel like you love talking to this person. Okay, we do see other involvements. So when you meet this person, you know, they could have other options available to them, or maybe they've been dating. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like if they're looking for the one or they're casually dating, this person is attractive. They're balanced. Okay, we see that this person is really loving. I do get that. And for some of you, they're in their 20s. Now, this is a super specific message that is not going to resonate with all of you, but it will be confirmation for some of you. And we see that this person loves animals. All right, that's beautiful. Sweet energy. But like I said, they're sweet, they're loving, they're romantic, they're thoughtful, they're intelligent, they're grounded, they're practical, they're wise, they're passionate, they're successful. I mean, this person, it feels like Virgo, they have it all. But what I think is most beautiful is that you also are embodying all of that energy. Okay, we see courthouse. So some of you, the other involvements could be that they're leaving another connection, or they're experiencing some sort of divorce or separation. Now, for others of you, this person just might have some legal issues going on. Okay, maybe they work in the legal field, or maybe they're involved in some type of lawsuit or something like that. All right, we see bad health. Okay, this could be something here that's affecting them, giving them a lot of stress. Okay, there could be some legal issues around like medical bills, medical malpractice. Again, maybe they work in that field. For some of you, this person is a caregiver, or they work in medicine. They could be in hospice care, or they could do rehab. A doctor, a nurse, maybe they do energy work. All right, and we see thief energy. Yeah, for some of you, there's some sort of lawsuit. Now, I don't think this person is someone who did something wrong, but they might be involved in some sort of lawsuit where somebody stole from them, or there was some sort of like malpractice. But we do see other involvements. There may be somebody here that is trying to take from them. So again, it could be an ex or somebody they're divorcing. But I'm also getting there may be somebody here with this other involvement that doesn't want you two to be together. Okay, that wants to win this person over. So just be aware of that, Virgo. But I don't think anybody else really stands a chance here, not with this soulmate connection. And you and this person, you're at each other's level. All right, this person may have an unusual hair feature. So it could just be something that really stands out to you, the way they style their hair or they color their hair. But it could also be something natural, like, a gray streak in the front that they've always had. Or, to me, oftentimes this indicates their hair texture, or their hair is just very different than yours. All right, this person wears more than 2 rings frequently. So this could be somebody who's been married and divorced, but it can also be somebody who just enjoys wearing jewelry, rings in particular. They may have 3 siblings or come from a larger family. Okay. And we also see that they may speak with an accent. So it could be that the language that you speak with them is not their native language. It can also mean that they come from a different region or a different country or a different, city. Now, the 4 of Swords, Virgo, tells me this person feels like you're home to them. They feel relaxed with you, and that's confirmation. You both are going to feel like you can breathe around one another. You don't have to be performative. You can be honest. You're seen and heard and met, the way you're supposed to. This person sees you in chill mode, and they love that. The Chariot card in reverse, Cancerian energy, but they may fear that you don't want to move forward with them, either due to distance or other involvements or whatever else might be going on in their life. They may be worried that you don't want to come up with creative solutions on how to make this work or how to come together. And the Emperor in reverse, Aries energy. So we have strong cardinal energy, but this person might be a little bit worried that you're going to be stubborn, or things, that there's something here that's less than ideal, whether it's like this lawsuit or this other connection or other involvements, or someone who's trying to come between the two of you. They might be worried that this is something that's going to make you feel angered or triggered and not want to deal with them. All right, and with the Judgment card here, Virgo, I feel like Aries, Scorpio energy, that you do recognize that this is a next level type love. But you're also going to use your best judgment about when and if, or if and when you want to get involved with this person. Because, you know, they may have some baggage here. All right, let's see what they admire about you or what they really notice about you, Virgo. Companion, they see you as the perfect partner. Loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. And we see the mystic, revels in the intimate union with the divine. So they love your spiritual side, but they may see you, they may even talk to you about this being a soulmate connection, mystic and companion, and the Two of Cups here. So they may feel like this is a destined partnership, or you are their person, you're their divine counterpart. But they love your spiritual side. And they also see you as somebody who's very grounded, loving, loyal. Like they want to be with you. They see that you would make an amazing partner. And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that you feel like home to them. Now, the Two of Cups is soulmate energy. So you two complement each other in the most beautiful ways. You may be very different from one another. You might have different backgrounds, or, you know, whether that's race, religion, tradition, socioeconomic backgrounds, but you harmonize beautifully. And I love this because this image on this card is really about growing old together. All right, what else do we need to know? So this connection arrives to interrupt repeating patterns that have kept you stuck, or maybe them. Awareness becomes the first step toward change. Beautiful. So the purpose of this connection, you know, it's karmic in nature, and we don't need to cringe or run away from that energy. It's to help you break old cycles. So this is just going to be so different than what you've dealt with in the past. And this is beautiful because this connection activates parts of you that were waiting to emerge. Through this bond, you step into a more authentic expression of yourself. Okay. And this connection enters as you stand more fully in your autonomy. Alignment meets you in self-possession. So this happens while you're reclaiming your independence, Virgo. And you're using your best judgment. And there may be, you know, you may even tell this person you're not rushing into anything until you know that they're fully available, or that this is not going to bring you more drama than peace. All right, anything else we need to know here, please? Anything else we need to know here, please? Twin flame recognition. So regardless of the label we're going to give this connection, Virgo, you know this soul that mirrors your own. You and this person are a perfect match. That's the Two of Cups there. You complete each other in the most harmonious ways. This is a physical connection. So a lot of you are going to meet this person in person, but you are going to be so physically attracted to one another. Here we have the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. And at the bottom of the deck, we see burning desire. So don't forget, this is also going to be a very sexy, very passionate connection. Undeniably so. All right, anything else my Virgos need to know here, please? Anything else my Virgos need to know here, please? Try again a little later. So there could be a stop and a start. It might be something that you put on hold. Maybe some of my Virgos, you already know who I'm talking about. Now, these singles new love readings really are meant to be someone who is completely brand new. But again, maybe you know this person. Maybe, you know, you've flirted with this person before. And Spirit saying it is coming around, or it is coming back around very soon. But again, I'm not reading this as like an ex who's coming back around. It just feels like there could be a little bit of a stop and a start, or a little bit of hesitation here, my lovely Virgos. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.